Check the weather. Another day of intense heat to kick off the work week, but at least it's dry. Same can't be said for parts of Florida, dealing with the impacts of Tropical Storm Debby. Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg here, tracking it all for us. Lee.
Dave and Liz, the numbers in the Weather Center, not so good either following the Dow story. Now, we, of course, are tracking Debby now, a tropical storm. We're looking at historic flooding in the southeast. Remember, this was a hurricane that made landfall in the Big Bend. It's now a tropical storm, and it'll slowly just creep through parts of the southeast. And then we have flood threats this week, several rounds of soaking rain, one from a front coming through as we go through tomorrow into Wednesday with a feed of tropical moisture, and then a more direct impact from Debby's remnants as we go through later this week. It's more Friday, Saturday at that point. So right now we have a flood watch that's already out. This was expanded now to include much of the tri-state area that'll start tomorrow afternoon and go into Wednesday morning. And the worst may be later tomorrow into tomorrow night, and things moving out during Wednesday mornings. Parts of the area could get an inch or two of rainfall. We're at 87. Unfortunately, this is the best day of the week. Yeah, it was hot, but it was sunny and it was dry, and it's our most dependable day of the week. Our numbers right now are feeling like it's in the mid-90s, even over 100 in Toms River. Not as bad off to the south and east. So we'll have a partly cloudy evening. There will be a stray thunder shower in our far northern suburbs, but that will not reach New York City tonight. Look at the line of showers and storms here. There are severe storms to our north and west along I-90, and in fact, look at that storm report. Confirmed tornado in Buffalo. I mean, even naming the streets there, Niagara and Carolina Street in Buffalo. Unbelievable. Confirmed tornado there. We'll have video. Meanwhile, notice as we go through the evening hours, we've got a few showers there in Sullivan, Ulster, and Dutchess County. We get a few of those overnight. Even into tomorrow morning, there might be an isolated shower. Most of us will just be partly cloudy and muggy, and temperatures generally in the 70s. Tomorrow we're in the 80s, more clouds and sun, better chance in the afternoon and nighttime hours to see those storms. So there's Debby about to go into Georgia from Florida. Still an impressive looking storm, and fire hoses of rain going into Georgia and South Carolina as well. It'll spend the next 2.5 days over the southeast, even making a second landfall in parts of the Carolinas by Thursday. Ultimately, this storm, or the remnants of it, will make a move to the northeast and give us more soakings later in the week. You see how our rain chances are up, but it all peaks Friday and Saturday. I'll have all the timing and totals coming up in AccuWeather in just a little bit. Dave and Liz?
All right, Lee, thank you. We'll take a look at some of the images coming from Florida. You can see this motel. This is in Cedar Key, underwater right now. This same area was hit by Hurricane Idalia last year, and so many of these homes and businesses are newly rebuilt, damaged or destroyed yet again just a few months later. The flooding caused by a bad mix of intense rainfall, whipping winds, and storm surge, as Lee just said. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, all now under a state of emergency. Debby is blamed for at least 4 deaths, and that includes a 13-year-old boy who was killed when a tree crushed his family's mobile home. And a truck driver was killed after his semi plunged off of a rain-slicked bridge in Tampa. ABC's Somara Theodore is live in Gainsville today for us with the very latest on the damage there. Somara.
Liz, yeah, so the rain is still nonstop coming down. We're getting waves of rain percolating throughout Gainesville right now, and this is leading to flooding. I'm actually standing just outside of a church parking lot. Unfortunately, it does look like rain and flooding is setting up to be the primary concern in the coming days, especially for the states of Georgia and South Carolina.
Debby turning deadly in Florida, with at least 4 people killed. Officials in Levy County say a 13-year-old boy died when a tree fell onto a mobile home this morning around 8 a.m., just about an hour after the Category 1 hurricane made landfall in the Big Bend of Florida's Gulf Coast.
The young man was asleep in his bedroom, and that's where the major impact was.
In Tampa, an 18-wheeler crashing into the Tampa Bypass Canal overnight. After losing control and overturning, the driver killed.
We don't know yet what the cause of that was. If it was high wind, that 18-wheeler over the side of that canal, it's just heartbreaking. We really ask everyone, one, to be aware of the weather situations in your area, and then heed the warnings, especially the high wind and the water.
Those high winds, heavy rain, and flooding widespread across the state. In Sarasota, cars submerged. This man perched on top of a pickup truck, helping to rescue people stuck in the water. Up to 19 inches is estimated to have fallen already just west of there. Some using tubes to get through the flooded roads. In Fort Myers, a jet ski spotted going down the street. This video shows water rising up through the floorboards of this restaurant in Cedar Key, where storm surge was over 4.5 feet. Police in High Springs say a tree fell on this police car while the officer was responding to another down tree. The officer was not hurt. Georgia and South Carolina also in a state of emergency. As Debby crawls through the southeast, governor is deploying the National Guard to help. People placing sandbags in Savannah anticipating flooding there. It could be historic, up to 30 inches.
And David, you know, this storm system is actually going to meander in the southeast for a couple of days, bringing heavy soaking rain to the eastern seaboard. Now, President Biden has been briefed, and FEMA has deployed staff already to places like Florida, South Carolina, and in the state of Georgia. David?
Thank you, Somara.